Hi, I'm Dave, and this is my 98 Altezza. I've spent a lot of time working on this, installing Toda cams, the ITBs, the exhaust system, upgrading the power steering, and the list goes on. It's come time to start the engine for the first time, and I just gotta simply put on the accessory belts and we're good to go. But if you know this channel, that's gonna come with some complications. Drag that out of the way. Now that I've got the car on the ground, it's time to do the crank bolt. That needs to be done up to 107 Newton meters. So how I'm gonna do that is, well, handbrake on, first gear, and then pull on it. And the gearbox connected to the wheels will hold it in place. Like a 19 on your torque wrench, set it to 109. It's time to put belts on. Part numbers will be in the description. Are they directional? Let's put it so that you can read it. There it is. There's the part number there. Let's do the alternator. Loosen this off. Shouldn't be that tight. There it is. Rightio. Come on you get. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so for the alternator, the top bolt is 28 and the lower one is 52. So I did just over tighten that, I think. Well and truly past that. Yeah, there it is. Absolutely past that. 52. For the aircon and power steer belt, you have to tension it first and then do up the pulley bolt. Okay? You're going to do up. You're probably going to snap, and then I'm going to have to fight with you to get you out of there. I can't see why it won't. That's not right, is it? Why not? This is the bracket for the idler pulley. Combined with this bolt setup, you end up with a tensioner. Be mindful when you put this thing together. You need to have the bolt set up like this. If you don't, the tensioner won't work. It seems really obvious looking at it here and now out of the car, but when it was in the car, for quite a while I had no idea what was wrong and why I couldn't tension the belt. Once you've installed it into the car, if the bolt is in the wrong position, it's impossible to fix it. Now, as I was saying before I was so eloquently f***ed over by the shit, put this on. Idler pulley. On. Everything they did about the lower coolant pipe in this car was straight up up. They put no thought into this at all. None. Oh no, but they probably, no. There's just, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, they probably wanted to make it like cut space. Get shit's horrible. Okay, that's that on. I've only taken all the skin off my arm from the fins on the radiator and all the hair off my arm from rubbing it on these hoses that are in the worst spot. I'm finally, after all of that, into the tightening the belt stage of this. I've put the belts on the wrong pulley. And that means I have to take the belts off again. I just can't believe what I've done here. Jesus, I hate life right now. 42 Newton meters, here we go. There it is. Done. Christ, now, alternator. What the hell? Uh-oh, what's happened? Oh, there's a lock on it. There's a lock on it. I didn't know that. That's 28. That's just a nip up. I'm ready for a beer, and it's probably not even lunchtime yet. What time is it? And I'm ready for a beer. I've lost my phone. What a surprise. Oh, you know what? If you're doing it up, you have to turn it the right way. Just so you know. That's it. Like, we're done here. The fluids are in. I just need to take the tape off there and I could turn the key. This is quite an occasion, really. I could have a beer, or 10, 25 beers. 25 beers later. Oh, I need to torque those yet. I didn't torque them. And that belt goes past them. Yes, it does. You bet it does. Can I get a ratchet spanner to these ones? No, you can't. So once the belt's on, you can't adjust the bolts on the bracket. So are we going to take the belt off and check that? Probably, yeah. Damn it. We know what we're doing now. This should be faster than what it has been. Right? Now we just need to loosen this. Oh. That fits in there, and that is a godsend. Thank you, Ryan. Oh, saying it's easier would be an understatement. Okay, now we can get in there and check our torque settings. I need to find out what the torque settings are. Okay, it appears that they are 19 Newton-meters, so let's do it to that. 19 seems a bit low, but whatever. If you say so. I've probably gone over 19 already. I have. On all of them? Yep, but they're probably done up to 50. Well, they're not coming out in a hurry. I can't get a torque wrench to that. Let's just make sure it's tight using a ratchet spanner. Yeah, that's tight. Pulley back on again. So you want this bolt to be on sort of finger tight, because if you don't, it sort of distorts itself. We're there. That might be a little bit loose, but we can adjust that later. Okay, cool. Now we're done. 25 beers later. Let's get this tape off as fast as we can. 25 beers later. We've done nothing electrical, so this shouldn't explode. Let's go online with this. Connecting to ECU. Outside temperature is 31. Lambda shot to the moon. Let's check our throttle position switch. Yep, that goes to 100. We're out of gear. Let's turn it over. No lights on dash. Idle. What's idle doing? Idle target error. But yeah, it runs. So, I mean, that's all we were going for here. It runs. It idles pretty damn well.
Idles very well, actually.
On our wideband, we're reading 12.3, 12.2, which is nice. Just turned the aircon on and it made a weird noise, but so there's a few things that are going on here. I just turned on the heater and that caused the idle to act a little bit weird. It could have an air bubble traveling through, so we'll keep an eye on the temperatures and that'll be fine. The other thing that's going on is that these haven't been flowed yet. And I have to make a special tool to be able to do that, which I've already done. So we'll do that in the next video. But yeah, she runs. I've got the heater on in here and it's quite warm, which tells me that the coolant is traveling through the heater core, and well, I don't have an air bubble in there, which I was kind of expecting. If I did, then this wouldn't be getting hot. So we're successful there. If I press the aircon on, RPM dropped a little bit, but it didn't fall. Let's turn on the headlights. RPM didn't drop. Yep, so we've got full high beams here. Auto, aircon on. Let's go full cold this time. Putting stress on the motor. and the idle isn't dropping. What's our... We are running 14.5. We're 200 or 300 RPM below the target, but I reckon it's idling perfectly, personally. The problem with this setup is that the computer has no way of controlling the idle at all. So if for whatever reason the idle drops, the computer can't help. And that's where a lot of the drivability of ITBs is lost. You often hear of people's mates who had a car with ITBs and it would always conk out at the lights and shit. And it was a horrible daily driver for that reason. So if you want to see how I deal with that, then subscribe, because I came up with a fairly elegant solution and I'll show you in a future episode. You too could get your Altezza running on ITBs if you click this video. Yeah, we're good, it runs. No overrun. Success.